Hi, everybody. Live on the Dr. Conte Show.
In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Dr. Conte Show, and you are listening to us talk about postpartum depression. We're talking about after the bundle of joy, and we've been talking about different signs. We have a caller. We want to welcome the caller. Hi, welcome to the Dr. Conte Show. Hi. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about postpartum depression. So, have you experienced it?
Well, I am 6 weeks with my newborn, and I have a question related to maternity leave. So I've been on maternity leave for the last 6 weeks, and I'll be on for the next month or so. And I really wanted to just kind of find out more information about, activities to kind of feign off the depression. I'm in the house with the baby all day. And, you can become a little stir crazy. I'm not necessarily comfortable just yet with leaving outside of the house with my baby. And, of course, he's a newborn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just looking for healthy activities to do, at home with the baby, also with my, because I'm here by myself on my lonesome. Just things to just kind of fade off probably potential postpartum depression.
Exactly. Well, I'm going to let our guests tackle that. But one of the things that I was going to say is that you do need to not be so long. You hit it dead on the head when you say you're there all by your lonesome. Invite people over. And have friends over. Do a movie night. Watch what's the right way? Have nights, not night. You know what I'm saying? Put the baby right there with you. Invite some friends over. Do some things. Do not isolate yourself during this time. Just because you are, on leave with the baby, you still need your me time, and you also still need your social time. So that's one of the things that I definitely would say. Please still incorporate time with family and time with friends. Of course, like you don't want everybody around the baby. Like you say, you can't take the baby out, but you have trusted friends and family members that you can invite in.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Okay, and also
And then the other thing is, I guess, is like not becoming resentful of my spouse who let it come and go, and it's not that he's not supportive with not taking on the baby, but I'm breastfeeding, and so that kind of limits a lot as well. So.
Okay, well, we've got. I'm gonna let either one of these ladies chime in on that to see how can we help her to deal with the time that she's off right now with the baby, not fall into the postpartum depression, and also not that you can fall into it, but
right,
and also not have that resentment towards the father who is coming and going.
Well, I think like Dr. Conte said, it's important to surround yourself with other people. So not to be so isolated. That's one of the key things about postpartum depression, because it'll come on you before you even realize that it's coming on you, especially if you're isolated. Mm-hmm. So make sure, and, get outside. I know you have a 6-week-old, but you can find a net for the stroller if you're worried about mosquitoes. Take a walk outside, get some fresh air. That's always important. And then as far as like your husband goes, I know that you're breastfeeding, but ask him to do things that maybe he can do. So maybe he can change the baby's diaper, maybe he can wake up with the baby and give you the baby, or just doing those things, asking him to do those things that he can do to help you out, whatever those things are. I think that will help with the resentment. And then asking him to maybe watch the baby for however long so that you can get out, or so that you can take a bath, so you can have 5 or 10 minutes to yourself. Whatever that looks like and whatever you're comfortable with, those things are important.
Great.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think what's been different for me is that you're all excited and about the baby getting here and coming, and then you're not ready for that complete life shift.
Right. Yes.
Right. And that's the thing nobody tells you about.
Right.
It's no adjustment. It's just there. And then you just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The transition is 90 degrees straight up.
Yes.
Not a curve.
Yes.
You are going
not a
straight
curve.
up. No, it is straight up.
You're
down.
just in there.
And the fact that you're breastfeeding too, I think because I nursed both of my children, and when you nurse children, your emotional self is even, and I think even more so at stake, because nursing creates more hormones, it creates more all this stuff. It bonds you with your baby. So there's almost a part that I don't even want nobody touching my baby. But at the same time, I get it, but at the same time, you need other people to help you. You need people to invite them to assist. And that's a select few. Again, like Dr. Conte said, it's not everybody, because you want your baby probably hasn't had shots or anything like that as of yet. But over time, invite more people in to assist you as the baby's immune system is stronger and those kind of things. But definitely not isolating yourself completely is definitely really, really important.
And there are some support groups at the hospital where you can take your baby. So Mommy and Me support groups, they have them at Texas Children's Women's Pavilion. They have them at different hospitals. So you and the baby can get out and you can mingle with other moms that way too.
Okay, I'll definitely look that up. I'm in the Maryland area, but I do remember the support groups in the town that I was in, so I'll definitely look that up.
Yeah.
And thanks for supporting the Dr. Conte Show all the way in Maryland. How about that? That gives a bell. All right, thank you. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, to the same.
And so if we have any other callers that want to call in, please give us a call at 832-685-1025. We're talking about after the bundle of joy. And sometimes during the bundle of joy, pregnancy, there's depression, and there's different times that we don't understand what's going on, and we want to know, is this bad of me? You know, even to the point that people have talked about killing the baby.
Yes.
So this is a mental illness. This is a part of the mental illness family and disorders. Does that mean you're crazy? No, but we have to take acknowledgement of what this really means and learn about it. I always say self-discovery is the best recovery, so that you can recover from what the situation is. And we talked about, while we were on the break, suicide with Kate Spade. And we will give you some help lines to call, and like she said, get that support. Pick up the phone and call. There is help. That's one thing we want you to know. There is help for what you are feeling and what you're going through. We do have another caller on the call. Hi, this is Dr. Conte. Welcome to the Dr. Conte Show.
Hey, how are you?
I'm great, and you?
I'm doing extremely well, thank you.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Shonda Cullen.
Hi, Shonda. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for inviting me.
All right. So tell us. I know that you have experience. She's on Facebook, and she saw the comment on Facebook, and she made a comment, and I said, well, why don't you call in and share that with the audience live? So tell us about your experience and why you were calling in to share today.
Well, absolutely. And like Dr. Conte said, I did see the posting on Facebook, and I was immediately intrigued, because it's such a topic that we need to have more information about. And I call you as a survivor of postpartum depression. I am a mother of 6 daughters, and I experienced postpartum depression with 2 of my pregnancies. Possibly 3. I was able to cope with it a whole lot more on the 3rd pregnancy, because I had a lot more information. And I was able to understand what my body was going through, my emotions, how to utilize my support systems and things like that. But unfortunately, I was probably the casebook definition of what a postpartum depression patient looks like. I had, if not all of the symptoms, definitely most of them that clinicians agree upon. Extreme sadness, just overwhelmed, the sense of being overwhelmed by the smallest things, mood swings, crying spells, sense of hopelessness, change in appetite and sleep patterns, and just a range of plethora of symptoms. But like I said, as I began to understand my body, and there was not a whole lot of talking. We didn't do a whole lot of talking about what we were experiencing as young mothers, and I was a young mother. So in addition to the other stressors, you have these things that are going on with your body that you don't really understand. And it was difficult to deal with at the time, because you just really did not have what is this, a label of something that you could say, okay, this is what's going on with me. I'm not crazy.
Right.
I'm just, yeah. So once you had a clinician to pinpoint it, and that can give you some strategies and kind of help you to pinpoint it, that's what my story was. But I think the unfortunate thing, Dr. Conte, is that we don't hear more about it before tragedy. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, good point. And that's what we're about, bringing you things that are going to help you be your best self. And so thank you for chiming in and always supporting on Facebook as well as the radio show. So thank you for sharing that. I'm sure it's going to be a blessing to somebody. You can overcome. And the other thing I want to mention before you go, that she said that she had six daughters and she had it 2, possibly 3 times. I want people to know that you may have it every time. You may have it one time.
Right.
You had 2 kids and you never had it, and all of a sudden you have a 3rd kid and you have it. So that is something that you have to realize too. It doesn't mean because you didn't have it the first one, you won't have it on the second one.
That's a good point.
Yes. So I had it with my first son, and I didn't have it with my second.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Shonda.
My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, we're talking about postpartum depression after the bundle of joy comes. And, we had, I was talking about the fact earlier that Serena Williams talked about she having herself going through postpartum depression. And a lot of times we think that celebrities don't go through anything. We were just talking about this last week on how wonderful it is when a celebrity come out and talk about the fact that they have had some type of mental illness or depression or anxiety, because it lets you know it's not just you and it happens to everybody. Really quick, Serena, who of course everybody knows, the tennis champion, birthed her first daughter, Alexis Olympia Anahanian Jr., which I like because she named her Junior because he is senior. So the girl is a junior after her dad.
That's cool.
And Alexis Olympia came, also the initials is because she won the Australian Opening while she was pregnant with her. So that's the meaning of the baby's name.
Wow.
She was all excited. And then now, as a new mom, she is experiencing postpartum depression. And so after an emergency C-section, Williams developed blood clots in her lungs, which caused her coughing and an intense rupture of her scars that filled in her stomach and a lot of blood. So that was an issue that she was dealing with. And so she needed more surgery. And then weeks after that, she started realizing that it wasn't just that she was down and that she was depressed, and perhaps this is more than depression. And this also was something she said that she experienced, as we said earlier, during the pregnancy. And so she said, I quote, "Honestly, sometimes I still think that I have to deal with it." She told the magazine of her depression. "I think people need to talk about it more because it's almost the 4th trimester. It's part of the pregnancy. I remember one day I couldn't find Olympia's bottle and I got so upset and I started crying because I just wanted to be perfect for her." That OCD thing that we talked about. So, all right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. We're talking about after the babies come and that baby bump is gone, what happens? Are you dealing with postpartum depression? On the Dr. Conte Show. And this is my favorite song, so get up and jam with me. Woo! Tony Braxton. We'll be right back.
That's the one. Huh?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys are amazing. And thank you guys on my page. We're almost done. We're talking about postpartum depression.
Okay. Everybody
And,
quiet today, Dr. Conte.
I know. Thank you so much, Shonda, for calling in.